Oh no! You guys couldn't hear any of that. No sound. Oh, sorry guys. Sorry guys. You couldn't hear my new riff this morning. How's it going? How's it going, guys? Again, the Crypto Otaku back in the house. You can barely see me in the house. Here in the new studio. Still coming together. I actually got a new laptop. Right there. Got a new laptop for the new studio. Getting this stuff together, guys. Getting this stuff together. How are you guys doing? Master Otaku, OG Bobam in the house. Can you upload the coin song on SoundCloud or YouTube? I could definitely talk. Definitely talk about that. I would like to actually put out an album at some point. I would love to do an album. I've got a lot of cool ideas for some crypto covers, and a lot of the stuff I've come threw together the last few months have really come out awesome. So definitely want to do another, do like an entire AI album at some point. A Guy says, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good afternoon, A Guy. Good morning. I'm ready for the good morning chaos. I hope you got your coffee. Oh, we got something to start with. Oh, yes. Hope you guys. Hopefully that woke you up right now. Yo, I made a morning live. Bring the morning doom. Yes, you did, Brian. You made it. You made it, and you brought the doom with you too. Good morning, strawberry dragons in the house. Of course, my favorite flavors of dragon. Yes, good afternoon, S dragons. OG Boban says no sound, Otaku. Yes, no sound. Yes, I started the no sound. Did you hear my riff? That sucks. Good morning, everyone. Hump day is a pump day or dump day. I want to say it's probably going to be a sideways day, possibly with a little bit of a dump. But we're going to get into that here in a second. Good morning, OG Boban, and yeah, we want to hear some thrash. All right, guys, let's go. Let's get into it. All right, so last night we were calling for more of a baseline or a bullish target. We did not get that. We kind of almost touched it a little bit this morning, but kind of got shot back down, even with... This is just coming down right now before the market opens, so we got about 7 more minutes to go. Even with the positive news that GameStop, oh, there we go. We're starting to wick back up. We can still come back up here and rip this morning. There we go. Come on, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, bring it. Let's bring it. All right. Let's just keep on talking trash about Bitcoin and it'll go up. That's usually how that goes. All right. Let's see what the talking heads are talking about this morning. And get to it.
Higher from here. Let's break it all down with Truist co-CIO and Chief Market Strategist Keith Lerner. Keith, it's great to have you back with us, and I'm curious what your base case is from here. You have Barclays talking about earnings season going pretty well, about positioning right now, really leading
NVIDIA earnings
to maybe
today.
some dip buying here, but we still have one big one after the bell, and that's NVIDIA.
Yeah, well, great to be with you. And you said it. I mean, the catalyst what we're all waiting for today, and really probably for the next few weeks, is what happens today. I think everyone's expecting a strong print from NVIDIA. They've beaten 9 times in a row, both on sales and earnings. So the key question is, how does it act? What's interesting is the stock since last June when it peaked is basically flat, 0.06%. So that'll be the key driver. I think we're in a choppier, broader range in the near term is really what we're thinking here near term, though.
Does NVIDIA keep, in 23 and 24, they didn't just beat, like they knocked the cover off the ball and unwound the threads inside. So do they just have to meet the street's lowered expectations here, or do they have to really do something extraordinary today?
Yeah, I think the expectations have come up as the stock has rebounded. Remember, it was below 100 not too long ago, so I think the expectations are somewhat higher. I do expect them to be, I guess the question is, do they break out of this range? If they break out of their trading range for the overall market, then the pain trade is higher for the overall market because tech is such an important component, and it's been in the trading range. So I think this is really going to be key, not only for today, but for the next few weeks.
All right, Keith, great to get some time with you. We are just getting started. You're sticking with us through the opening bell. That is Keith Lerner. Let's take a look at the setup as we're just minutes away. Bells. You can see the S&P 500, it's pretty much flat, a little bit higher if you take a look at big tech and the NASDAQ 100, the Russell 2000 unchanged, but we know that yesterday was a big day in the market, a big rebound.
We were up 2% on the S&P.
I know, breaking several
Oh my
days
God,
of
the
losses.
2%, guys.
Now, if we thought we were in a wait-and-see mode yesterday, truly,
their
at
numbers
this
are
point,
so funny.
On Wednesday morning, we are in wait-and-see for NVIDIA.
I will tell you that we're getting a
All
red
right.
headline crossing the terminal right now. Germany has agreed on an additional 5 billion euros in fresh military aid to Ukraine. I know that Volodymyr Zelensky...
Okay. All right, we're going to give them a break until the market bell opens. I do want to talk about the big one today, guys. Finally happened. GameStop purchased over $500 million worth of Bitcoin. GameStop announced the purchase on X Wednesday, but did not offer further details about when the Bitcoin was acquired or the price paid. Hopefully we'll get some positive, news on that they bought back in the $85,000 range, the $79K range. They've been talking about buying Bitcoin since last year. So video game retailer GameStop purchased 4,710 Bitcoin, worth nearly $513 million at the time of writing. GameStop revealed its plans to pursue the Bitcoin treasury strategy in March, offering $1.3 billion in debt to raise funds for Bitcoin acquisition. Video game retailer has purchased 4,000. Oh my God, I hate that they have to reiterate everything. So the GameStop announced the purchase on X on Wednesday, but did not offer further details, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all we got right now. Hopefully we'll get some more news today. Hopefully there'll be a representative at the conference, and we'll get some numbers. I'd love to hear that they bought, again, under 100K. Ridiculous. All right, finally. I mean, we've been talking about that since it was just a rumor last year. It was crazy. Bitcoin ordinals can now be bridged on Cardano through BitVMX. This just came out this morning as well. The on-chain transaction between Bitcoin and Cardano was facilitated by BitVMX, an interoperability protocol built using BitVM programming language. All right. So those are kind of the headlines I'm looking at this morning. We're still, again, waiting for that opening bell. We got about a minute and a half left. Let's see. Where are they at? Where's waiting? Let me get back in the chat real quick while we're waiting and see what else we got going on. The Master of Puppets intro. Good morning, everyone. That's exactly what you heard in your head. That's right, Danny. Jeez. Good morning. Yes. The sun, like, and good morning, guys. Yes, like and subscribe. Do all the things down below. I gotta shill harder. Yes. Jake the Snake demands it that I shill harder, guys. So please like, subscribe, do all the things down below. We hit 650 subs. That's crazy. That's amazing. I cannot believe we're there. And yeah, we're gonna go further. We're gonna hit that 1,000 subscriber goal. It's over there. The little indicator over there. We're like a little more than half. A little more halfway the way there. Okay. All right, guys. Nuts. We got about 30 seconds left to go. They're about ready to ring that bell.
5.
I would take the other side of that bet.
I just saw Kathy Wood on that promo too. I'm like, every time I see her, I just my heart flutters with joy, and of course my portfolio and its gains. All right. Do it. Ring the bell.
From the world of politics to the world of business,
Like
Joe
10
Matthew
seconds.
and Kaylee Lines deliver.
Any second now, guys. Waiting for
on
them.
Bloomberg.
Waiting for them.
Bringing you up-to-the-minute geopolitical news whenever and wherever it happens. I'm David Gura in Ottawa, Canada, and this is Bloomberg.
Yay. Do the thing. Keep stalling.
We are moments away from the start of trading on this Wednesday, second trading day of the week because we had Monday off for Memorial Day. But Tuesday was a banger, up 2% plus on the S&P 500. And today we're going in little changed as we wait, I guess, until after the bell for NVIDIA earnings. That's really going to be the big one. I think Dan Ives said it's the most important company in the world for markets.
Wow.
There you see the opening bell on the NASDAQ.
Talk about a bubble,
You've
guys.
got Qualcomm ringing the opening bell, celebrating, I think, 40
Qualcomm,
years
damn.
of doing business as a company, and the stock has more than doubled in the last 5 years. It's down 30% over the last 12 months, so they can do better. You've got LTC, a REIT, ringing the bell on the NASDAQ. No one cares about that, right? But we do care about
This guy's such a
NVIDIA.
dick.
Katie Greifeld is here with a look at the shares in the live trade.
Here is the setup, of course, right now. You can see NVIDIA almost perfectly flat right now, up a little bit. It did have a big day yesterday. It's the final big tech stock to report earnings. Shares are up about 40% since its lows in April. I do think it's poetic that for the whole of 2025, this stock is almost perfectly flat, Matt, for the year. So this will be a fun line to watch later today.
Yeah, just like the market today, right? Even though we've had multiple retail earnings out this morning, Macy's beat estimates, beat sales expectations at least, maintained its outlook for the year. Romain Bostic had an interview
hell
with the
is Macy's?
CEO, which you're going to hear more from throughout the day. Dick's Sporting Goods also kept its outlook stable, and this is fairly unusual for retailers or a lot of companies this earnings season. Abercrombie and Fitch, this is a
I don't
company I
understand
forget
it.
still exists. It's like reborn from the 90s, up like 600% over the last 5 years. Raised its guidance and sees a record intraday gain. You can see the stock up 32%
Who's
in
buying
the
it?
cash trade. We're back with Truist co-CIO and chief market strategist Keith Lerner. And Keith, more and more when I read not only the economic data, the hard data, but company results, I'm starting to think maybe it's not going to be as bad as we thought. Maybe tariffs aren't going to be the end of the world. Maybe we're not going to see massive inflation and every company pull.
Damn it, give me that
outlook.
chaos.
How's it looking to you?
Yeah, I think you hit it on the head there, Matt. I mean, one thing that really stood out during this earnings season, during all of this, craziness that we went through, is the resiliency of corporate America. And we have to remember, these companies have been battle tested. They've been battle tested through COVID. They've been battle tested through one of the fastest rate hike cycles we've seen in the last 30 or 40 years, and one of the highest inflation environments. So they have a lot of different levers, and they're resilient. And then the consumer has also been relatively resilient as well. So what we're seeing right now, which is notable, is the forward earning estimates for the overall market had started to trend down back in March and April. That has now stabilized, and we're starting to move, somewhat up. So I guess the message is, don't underestimate the resiliency of corporate America. They're doing it, they're doing it again.
Yeah, it is fascinating, Matt, to your point that we didn't see that much in terms of guidance being pulled. We saw some of it. We saw some of the airlines, for example, come out with a few.
Yeah, I'm pretty amazed actually in the resiliency of the U.S. corporate markets. It's crazy, but also what's crazy is everyone's waiting for Nvidia's earnings, even Bitcoin. That's also crazy. We did actually kind of wick down again, just kind of creating a new higher low, so we can actually move this circle down here now. That's all that really happened overnight. Again, we touched more into our base case scenario and not our bear case scenario, not our base case scenario, as I was hoping for last night. We could still recover back into this, though. That'd be my guess, is that once the earnings come out, we're probably going to get a little bit of a pump, as who makes better chips than Nvidia? I mean, come on. I just bought a laptop with a 5080 in it. I mean, come on. Everyone's, of course, only purchasing Nvidia's chips when they're doing any sort of real build for gaming. All right. So that's kind of what I'm looking at this morning. Just waiting for these earnings to come out. They're going to happen, I think, within the next half hour. We're going to probably hear that. So keeping that in the back end. I want to dive into some news. What else we got going on today? Let's see what else we can find. Of course, everyone's waiting for the big one. All right. Bitcoin uptrend at risk of breakdown ahead of Nvidia earnings. And then we also have the Fed minutes today as well. That's going to be pretty much a meh. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. That's what I'm expecting anyway. All right, let's see what coin. I finally got. I finally got logged into CoinDesk, so I can actually cover these damn articles. All right, so Bitcoin upward trend shows signs of potential reversal as it nears critical trend line support. I do not like that they only keep the the white background though. XRP maintains its position above the 20-day simple moving average, with potential for growth in DeFi opportunities. Early on Wednesday, even as Wall Street tech stocks surged overnight in anticipation of the upbeat earnings, AI giant Nvidia, the leading cryptocurrency by market cap value, traded 108.9 at press time. I think it is. It's still there, I think. Let's get back into this. 109. So yeah, we're still basically there. We did wake back up though, and it looks like we're creating upward trend. I think it's just going to keep going up and to the right again. What does Michael Saylor always say, guys?
The point is, if you have the superior asset, it's going up forever, Laura. Forever.
Right.
That's right, forever. 108.9 back to 108.9. I did want to show off these though too. It's been a while since I showed all of these guys here. I've actually pulled them up this morning. These are all of my my pins, my event pins for Bitcoin. It's insane what has happened over the years, guys. It's crazy what we've lived through in such a short amount of time. Nuts. USA Trump, tariffs, China and Mexico, and then of course we saw that big swing down over the last few months, and now we're recovering out of that. What do we got? USA government first pushes there. I think it's two things rolled into one there. Pushes there. I can't even read that one. That's the Bitcoin Reserve. Yeah. They announced their first Bitcoin reserve. We got Steak and Shake accepting Bitcoin. That was last Friday. And then this week, we've got GameStop officially announcing that they bought Bitcoin today. Had to add that this morning. So I thought I'd share some of these guys with you. It's been a long road. A long road. Look at this. Oh, man, it's crazy. Hong Kong allows crypto trading. Do you guys remember when FTX went bankrupt? Oh, man, it's nuts. global bank collapse, all that stuff that happened back there. Now that was really an eventful year, 2023. All right, let's get back into it. See what else everyone's talking about. The earnings are coming out any minute now, any minute. Can't dilly-dally around too much. So yeah, Nvidia. Everyone's waiting on Nvidia. Then we also have focus on Fed minutes and the Nvidia earnings. So later Wednesday, the spotlight will be on the minutes of the Federal Reserve's May meeting, which will offer detailed insights into the committee's stance on monetary policy and potential clues about future interest rate decisions. Nothing has changed. The central bank left its benchmark interest rate unchanged earlier this month, with Chairman Jerome Powell pointing squarely on President Donald Trump's tariff war as a source of inflation and uncertainty. Powell also said stagflation aloud. The minutes are likely to reiterate the same, although recent tariff delay by Trump means that the market may not pay much attention to the hawkish messaging. All right, that's pretty much what we're expecting this afternoon. XRP holds key support level. It was around 2.5, something like that. It's been awesome. We looked at XRP's chart, actually. I don't think it's back to 3, is it? Let's get back down into XRP. 2.3. $2.30. Damn. But it does look like it's coming back up. And it's running the same kind of run that everything else is right now. Probably creating a weekly cup and handle. Yeah, this is kind of the same idea I had for XRP last time, pushing this to an all-time high of $9.75 for XRP. Is it the all-time high? I feel like yeah, I feel like it should be worth more, but also there's a lot more coins than there were back here too. So breaking through this all-time high is just going to be psychological. It has nothing to do with market cap, because we have a lot more market cap than we did back here. A lot more coins though too, so keep that in mind. All right, anyway, so getting back into it, got to check on the talking heads, make sure we're not missing anything with the earnings. Does not look like it. Nope, they're on break right now. All right, let's get back into it, see if we can find any more news this morning. What else we got on CoinDesk? Anything else? Let's take a look at Bitcoin Magazine, see if they're covering anything else new from the conference. I do have some stuff I can show you guys while we're waiting on the real news over on X, stuff I pulled out from this morning to talk about. GameStop also buys 513 million worth of Bitcoin. That's everyone's talking about right now. That is the latest and greatest before the conference starts today. And then it's going live right now. We can take a look and see who's talking today. I did see that Michael Saylor did talk yesterday. I completely missed it. I went through the thing, and I spotted Saylor. There was a wild Saylor at the conference yesterday. Let's get into that before we dive back into what they're doing right now. Let's check real quick. Make sure they're not having any. It's okay. They're not going live until 11:30. So nothing has changed there. Okay, let's get into the real news over on X. Senator Cynthia Lummis, I did not share this particular clip. I wanted to share this one too.
Bitcoin
couldn't find
for 20
it last
years,
night.
they would cut that debt in half. And we have underperforming assets on the books right now that can be converted to Bitcoin without borrowing additional money. It's just taking gold certificates that are valued at their 1970s value and bringing them up to current fair market value for gold, using them to buy Bitcoin. Buy and hold for 20 years, HODL, and we could eliminate the debt in half. And for those of you who were at Bitcoin 2024 in Nashville, you might recall RFK saying if we had a $4 million Bitcoin reserve, 4 million Bitcoin reserve, that it would eliminate the debt. So those are the kind of numbers we need to do to illustrate to our colleagues the significance of having an asset that's growing in value at the same time that we, the Congress, are debasing the value of our currency by spending more than we take in revenue, and the Federal Reserve printing dollars 24/7.
And even Jerome Powell knows it, guys.
The U.S. federal government's on an unsustainable fiscal path, and that just means that the debt is growing faster than the economy. We're borrowing from future generations.
Thank you, Jerome Powell. Even he knows. And yeah, that U.S. national debt currently sitting at $36 trillion and $906 billion, almost hitting that $37 trillion mark. We'll see that probably in June. Yeah, ridiculous, guys, ridiculous. Okay. What else we got? Yeah, I had to definitely remind you of that because their stance is still trying to eliminate the debt with Bitcoin. Right, Michael Saylor says Bitcoin is money, everything else is credit. In picture, of course, with the Winklevoss twins. Just handed at Saylor his new Gemini Bitcoin card. That's right, they gave him a Gemini Bitcoin card, and we gave him the whale limit. I think he's good for it. So silly. Photo op right there. We got Bloomberg. They're back talking about something. Let's see if they're talking about NVIDIA. Yeah, they're waiting results.
Potentially the general direction of markets. For more, we're joined by Pierre Ferragu, Global Team Head of Technology Infrastructure at New Street Research. And Pierre, I just wonder, and I've been asking all morning, doesn't this company really have to kill it? I mean, if they just do okay, isn't that not good enough?
Or if they do okay, it's not going to be good enough. It's going to be fantastic. You know that NVIDIA is today, facing these additional restrictions, export restriction in China. So we should expect the guide for the second quarter to be actually quite difficult. You have about 1 quarter of sequential growth that is going to go away because NVIDIA cannot sell the H20 chip in China anymore. So it's going to weigh a lot on numbers. If you look at expectations today, they're probably like 2-3 billion too high for the next quarter. So the guide is going to be below expectation. It's almost certain. The good thing is that if I'm telling you that on such a relaxed tone today, it's because most investors understand that and follow that name quite closely, understand that you have like an export restriction. And of course, it's a one-off because what is NVIDIA going to do is develop a new chip, the B40, that will fit the specification of export restriction, and they will be able to sell it in China starting in June or July, and things will get back to normal.
Well, let's talk a little bit more about China because CEO Jensen Huang, he said that when being critical of U.S. policies, that he's basically going to have to cede a market that could be worth $50 billion in 2026 to Chinese rivals. So clearly, of course, Jensen Huang is frustrated here. Do you think that the situation is quite as dire as he paints, though?
Well, he's being quite factual about it. He makes about like $25 billion of revenues in China at the moment on a run rate basis. That's about half the opportunity. If NVIDIA had in China the market share they have elsewhere in the world, they would probably be making closer to 40 billion. So that's a reality. And then, of course, he plays his role and he's trying to have the influence he can. The US administration has to walk on a thin line between, defending the interest of US companies and achieving their goals of, limiting technology exports to China. It's a back and forth. It's already like the third or fourth time we have such a back and forth. The game is about the administration tightening restriction and NVIDIA creating a chip that just goes under the restriction so that they can continue to do some business in China.
Do they walk the line when it comes to regulations all the time, Pierre? I mean, I'm always reading stories about how NVIDIA sells chips to some market in Singapore, which then those chips kind of make their way to China anyway. Doesn't the company know that this is happening, and aren't they somehow responsible for that?
No, I think it would be a very unfair claim to say that. On the contrary, NVIDIA has always been very, very proactive and collaborative with the administration on export situations. So they voice, their perspective and their view, and at the same time, they are like really 100% compliant. It is true that there can be some, suspicion that some of the chips end up in hands that were not the originally intended hands. But remember, we are talking about a business that went from being like a single-digit billion-dollar business annually to a $200 billion business this year. And it's very, very difficult to keep track of everything. But on large volumes, I would say NVIDIA is very, very tight and controlling as much as they can, where their chips end, of course. but they can't control 100% of Twitter.
All right, guys. Everyone's waiting. Everyone is waiting for Nvidia's earnings. That's that's what everyone's doing right now. And Bitcoin's no exception to that. Still sitting at 1084. 1084. I do want to get into some of these other articles I keep finding. Look at this, guys. We got a lot of headlines. A lot of headlines to go into. Look at this. It's a little bit broader. It's not just Bitcoin, too. We got some news from Mantra. Remember Mantra? That real world asset project that just tanked 90% a few months ago. Well, I think it was last month. Mantra coming back with a swing, partnering up with Dimitra for tokenized real world agricultural assets for real impact. Let's take a look at Mantra this morning, see if it's done anything to the needle on that project. I think that project lost the top 100. I might be mistaken. Let's see. Mantra, yeah, 163. Guys, this was in like the top 20, 30s at one point. Redonkulous. Where the hell is it? It looks like it fell down even further after today. It must be in the red. I don't see it. Mantra. Boom. Rank 163 right now. Yeah, it looks like it rallied a little bit on that news and then just kind of sold it off. Retaining some of its gains, though. That was a 0% on the day. That's why we can't find it. It's hidden 100. It's tiny. This is a super tiny little bubble and out there, floating out there somewhere. Currently sitting at wow, 39 cents. That's insane. Insane. This thing was freaking $8-9 at one point, guys. It's insane for Mantra. All right, so yeah, that comes back. It'll be one of the biggest recoveries of the year for sure. Nvidia reports Q1 earnings after the bell. It might have just came out, guys. It might have just came out.
Well, because numbers are going to work well, but the multiple, the 29x KD you just mentioned, might continue to come down just because investors, the more Nvidia.
I'm just gonna try to Google search it. Nvidia earnings. 15 hours ago, 3 hours ago. I don't see it. Nothing quite yet. They announced earnings today. We got time frame on it. It's usually like whenever they want. First quarter earnings, what they were. Annual meetings of stockholders. They're just supposed to be today. Huh. I don't know, guys. We're still waiting on it. I don't know enough about TradFi. I'm a crypto guy. We don't have earnings reports. We just never go up. Technology just keeps going up. All right, let's get back into the chat, guys. I give you guys enough time. Hopefully, you guys are doing something fun today. Hopefully not stuck at work. I know a lot of you guys are stuck at work. Morning, Otaku. Good morning, green tea. Yeah, great. Got to get that coffee. Yes, Ree in the chat. How's it going, Ree? Jim Deringer, the giant crash came a while after the Chinese courts asked for financial reports. Yes. Coincidence? I think not. Yeah, crazy. All right. Jim Deringer also says Nvidia earnings report happens after the closing bell today. Oh, the closing bell. Oh, I was expecting the opening bell. You're right, Jim. You're absolutely right. Duh. Okay. All right. Well, we can at least dive into some of the news I found this morning. Anyway, a lot of stuff coming out within the last half hour. So in Dubai, Dimitra, a global leader in agricultural technology, the one that just partnered up with Mantra for agricultural real world asset as a tokenized real world assets for agriculture. You're going to tokenize every single crop as it gets snipped. The leverage blockchain and artificial intelligence to support farmers has partnered with Mantra, a layer 1 blockchain platform focused on real-world assets. The collaboration aims to bring green agricultural assets on-chain, offering innovative ways for farmers to finance their activities and enable global investors to engage in sustainable value creation. I just imagine like drones just like hovering over every single field and just scanning like every crop as it gets, either destroyed by elements or harvested, and then you get an estimate of what your crop yields are going to be, and Interesting things like that. Dimitra uses blockchain and artificial intelligence to help smallholder farmers boost productivity and build more resilient agricultural systems. Mantra brings a secure, regulation-friendly blockchain designed to tokenize real-world assets across real estate, commodities, agriculture. Together, they will unlock new pathways to connect high-impact farming projects with investors seeking transparent, asset-backed opportunities that deliver both returns and positive change. The first phase of this partnership will focus on the cocoa production in the Amazon rain. Oh my God, guys! I don't know if you were here last year, but the cocoa bean last year was out of control. Out of control. It was actually outperforming Bitcoin last year. It was insane. I covered it on April Fool's Day last year. I'll never forget it. It was hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Amazon region of the Brazil on the carbon credit projects in Mexico and Brazil. Dimitra is working with smallholder farmers to improve the cocoa yields through the connected cacao platform designed to provide tools for the soil and analysis, crop monitoring, AI technical assistance, regenerative best practices. Cocoa is in high demand crop, especially among the chocolate producers. Tokenizing cocoa-based RWAs can open new pathways for financing infrastructure, traceability, farmer incentives, making the entire value chain more profitable and transparent. Yeah, guys, I'm telling you, cocoa's really... it's getting scarce. It's getting super scarce. Yeah, we're gonna have to. Yeah, we're gonna be again. There is no cocoa in the dystopian future. Last night, Rob over at Crypto Futures was actually showing off this shrimp, red lobster. That was insane. See if I can find it. I love this. Again, this dystopian futures here, guys. Red lobster files for chapter 11. I wanted to see where is that video. I gotta get going with CNBC. I miss my spirit animal Joe over at CNBC. They had a yeah, I just can't find it. I can't find it. Yep. I know I probably have an account with CNBC. I could probably get that going, but I gotta get TV in here and everything else. Yeah. At some point I gotta get the studio under wraps. Okay, guys, so that's what's going on with Mantra, Dimitra. I think we covered enough of it. I think it's pretty exciting. Again, dystopian future technology is here. And hopefully we're still going to be eating vegetables and not just Soylent Green in the near future. All right, our pink protein, that's what we're going to call the new shrimp when the shrimp's all gone. Okay, what else we got? A lot of crazy stuff happening. I saw there was a SUI ETF filing. Let's see if we can find that one. SUI price chart hints at a 2x rally amid NASDAQ ETF filing. I wasn't aware that SUI had filed for an ETF. May 28th, SUI has reclaimed the Gunnar EMA. Jesus. As support as a weekly chart. Gunnar EMA is a technical indicator created by the trader Nebraskan Gunnar that uses 11 and 22 period exponential moving averages. Even with the price, when the price crosses above the EMA range, it often leads to further gains. When the price closes above the now that SUI has reclaimed the zone, bullish sentiment is returning, according to the Nebraskan Gunnar. As long as it can hold the EMA support, it can retest the 8 to all-time highs, depending on market conditions. It even has a new chance for all-time highs. SUI current record high is about $5.36, roughly 40% of the current prices it's at right now. Fibonacci retracement levels for the SUI prevailing ascending channel setup projects a $7.56 as a record high target over the 100% from its current levels. I'm still expecting like a 12 or a 15 at least, maybe 20 if we get stupid, you know. NASDAQ files for a SUI ETF. I mean, this coin just does so much damage. 21 Shares already offers a SUI exchange traded product in Europe, listed on both Euronet Paris and Euronext Amsterdam since its launch in July last year. SUI's price has surged over 350%. Kind of like ZBAC right now, guys. It's still over 350%. I'd rather have most of my money in ZBAC. Speaking of ZBAC, I didn't want to see what they have for U.S. listings though for SUI before we get back into that. Bullish SUI appears NASDAQ SUI's ETF application with the U.S. Security Exchange Commission happened last week, I guess. I think it happened last week. Okay, moving on. Let's get back into the charts real quick. I want to see what's going on with ZBAC this morning. We didn't talk about that this morning. Look at this ridiculous stuff on the weekly chart, guys. Oh my God. Speaking of 300%, right? From the bottom here, I think last time I looked at it, in the bottom here, 471 from the wick. Right now, we're at 424%. If you guys purchased it at the lows just a few weeks ago. Insane. All right, so where are we sitting at right now? Last time I talked about ZBAC, we were coming down here consolidating. I said that we're probably going to come back down here, go through this kind of bull pendant, possible bull, it's pendant. This could go either way, guys. But I said basically if Bitcoin has this run and we stay within this, by the end of the week, we could shoot on up and create hopefully a new retest and a new all-time high, at least a retest. And this is bullish too, creating a inverted head and shoulder pattern, and of course, kind of like a cup and handle to the upside, breaking us out to at least 206 next psychological high for ZBAC. And again, market cap's still small on this project. It's ridiculous, guys. We're just getting started. All right. So let me get back in the chat real quick, see what you guys are talking about this morning. And yeah, see what else we can dig up, because let's freaking go. It's only 10 o'clock, and we still got more stuff we can dig out. Ooh, the Economic Club is... Oh, that's old. That's just a reclip. I get excited. The nerd inside of me, the economy nerd inside of me just wants to like, oh my God, what are they talking about now? Is BlackRock going to come out and say he's going to tokenize everything on Sui now? Who knows? Solana? Probably still Ethereum. Anyway, okay, so what else we got here? Jim Deringer, yes, I think I've caught him there. Strawberry Dragon says, still stuck at work until AI kicks me out. I wish the best for you. Just be careful. The AI's coming, guys. This is not a drill. AI's coming for your job. Just a quick little warning there. I'm not going to dive into my rant just yet. I'll do that tonight. Jim Deringer says, I do not like Dubai. Grifter capital of the world, says Jim Deringer. Yopo, how's it yo? How's it going, Mermo? How's it going, Mermoa? Yeah, Jim Deringer says, well, some investors didn't like how quickly Sui was able to freeze and seize the stolen coins, decentralized smoke and mirrors. I mean, I get the see this thing. Yeah, I mean, coins are going to have their issues, right? And not every coin has their issue. I mean, even Bitcoin had crashed in the early days, and don't have to talk about that stuff right now, but in 2025. But yeah, no one talks about that stuff anymore. Also, we still have to defend, Bitcoin still has to defend its quantum computing scares of the near future if we do not upgrade Bitcoin in a significant way to prevent decryption being broken by quantum computing. Yeah, every coin's got problems, right? And I'm bullish on Sui. I do hold a little bit of it. It's the lowest holdings in my entire portfolio right now, honestly. But I still like the project. And the rumors, everything is going around it, surrounding it, especially the Pokemon stuff. Oh, it's hard not to be bullish, especially as an otaku, man. Freaking Pokemon, my guys. Come on. You gotta own a bit of it. You gotta catch them all. Of course you can't catch them all. There's too many coins. All right, anyway. Overcome in the house. How's it going, Overcome? How's it going, man? It's been a minute. I miss you, my man. And hopefully you're overcoming a little bit of this downward slump we're having today. Again, nothing too crazy, but Bitcoin's sitting at 108 flat at the moment. Portfolios has seen better days. We are touching the bear. Look at this. We're touching the bear low. Well, hopefully we'll make this new low. Just keep it a high. Keep it high one. Still keeping this trend going. Look at this. Making a very clear trend line. So yeah, we could again be sneaking this into our launch pad. Like I told you guys, that starts in June. This is my original idea from 3 weeks ago, or whatever the hell I drew this. Yeah, that we were just going to go chop sideways after we made this cup and handle. We were just going to go sideways now for just another week. Just one more week, guys. Can't we just get one more week sideways? It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, again, exploding us to the upside would be phenomenal. We just, boom, kill that. We just kill that. Anyway, so that's the general idea. That's what I'm hoping for. And again, Bitcoin moves all ships. everything rise and rallies around it. So it will be exciting to see where all of our favorite coins are. Jasmy over 2 cents, XCN over 2 cents, Swiftcoin over 2 cents. ZBEC probably hits a penny when that happens. I would not be surprised at all. Miria is probably going to hit probably half a penny by that happens. That'd be insane, insanity coming for all of our favorite projects, guys. It's still too freaking early. All right, guys. Let's see, what else are we talking about today? What else can we find? What else can we find? That's the SUI, yeah, I guess the SUI bullish stuff. I don't normally like to read those articles. I was just looking for a timeline on the SUI ETF thing. I mean, everything right now is so held back and delayed. It seems forced. Like the Solana ETF should have already happened. My God, I think they've proved themselves. Speaking of coins that have had their issues, Solana's had a lot of crashes in the last 3-4 years, but no one talks about those this year, do they? Some people do. Okay, let's see what else we can dig up. Let's see what's going on in Crypto Newsland. What's going on, Crypto Newsland? Boom, boom, boom. Here we go. IMF makes fruitless efforts to have the defiant El Salvador reduce its Bitcoin buying. That's all just BS. Metaplanet raises another $50 million in new bond issue to expand Bitcoin holdings. Here we go again, guys. They keep buying. I don't need to say any much more from that. But yeah, since they expand their Bitcoin holdings with support from Evo Fund, the plans for the U.S. market entry. Metaplanet. Eric Trump's on the board there. Just saying. Ridiculous. Nasdaq files proposals for list 21 shares SUI ETF, iSpot crypto market. So I guess this must be really early. This must have just happened. May today. That's today. Nasdaq filed a list a SUI ETF will track tokens price using a benchmark index. Yeah, so there it is. Nasdaq sets up with the new push from crypto ETFs, or they filed for approval of spot 21 shares SUI ETF, initiating SEC's review process. The race is on. The SEC has until January 18th, 2026 to make the decision. Oh boy. Oh man. I am caffeinated, fully caffeinated now, guys. I feel it. All right, let's see what else we can dig up. Oh no, buy these altcoins before mainstream investors jump in. I always love to see what they're even shilling, because most of the time it's nothing that's even going to be spectacular. It's just use like blue chips or something. Let's see. They're telling you to buy Solana. Look at this. They're telling you to buy Arbitrum. Wow. I mean, that might be the only thing there that might have some, at least, 10-20x potential maybe. Immutable. Everything else, I mean, everything's probably going to do a 10x this cycle minimum. Immutable. Okay, definitely not my top picks, especially if you want to try to get to 30, 40, 50, 100x's. Yeah, ridiculous. They're probably sponsored by those stuff. XRP shows technical strength. That's pretty much all we've got. Nothing else is out there right now. Those are the big headlines for today. We'll check one more. Actually, no. Let's get into CNBC. See if there's anything breaking here. Abercrombie Fitch soars 25%. Even the retailer share slashes profit outlook during the tariffs. We saw that this morning. It was up even higher than that this morning. I think it's 34%. I think I saw. It was ridiculous. Meme retailer GameStop buys the first Bitcoin batch. Look at this. Front page on CNBC. Exciting, guys. Yes, let's go. Let's freaking go. Oh, man.
I'd buy that for $1.
Yes. Okay. Elon Musk says Trump's spending bill undermines the work Doge has already done. Ooh, look at that. I do like some infighting. Look at this. Let's go. Elon Musk says the beautiful bill will not help the nation's finances. In an interview aired on CBS Sunday morning, I think a bill can be big or it can be beautiful. I don't know if it can be both. Wow. That's, yeah, on the nose right there. The big takeaway on this here. Interview aired on June 1st. To be aired on June 1st. Okay, so we still have some time till that interview comes out. Alright, we'll see when that comes out. I don't want to spoil it. I don't like spoilers, guys. Even on my my financing. Stocks are a little changed as traders wait for NVIDIA earnings. Yep, so that's still going on. Nothing's really changed there. Jim Cramer's top thing. Wow, that's silly stuff. Block's Bitcoin checkout goes live in Vegas. Yeah, they're covering that too over in Vegas. Anything else? Nothing else on CNBC. Obviously, they're the most bullish of the news sources for crypto assets. Let's take a look at Fox Business and see if things new reporting there. Anything breaking? Stocks eye flood of earnings amid Trump trade deals. Empty boxes and missing parts. What the hell? Return policies? Exploits. Blah. This is all just fluff. McDonald's shutting down all locations of the spin-off chain. Okay, that's nothing. U.S. Steel nearing massive deal as company tries securing Trump admin support. Yeah, we got nothing, guys. Everyone's just waiting on NVIDIA. Isn't that sad that the entire world is like just sitting for one company? And we are living in the dystopian future where pretty much only like 10 companies are going to own everything in the world. Literally. Disney World unveils new activities to help families beat Florida's heat. Really? U.S. consumers' confidence rebounds in May after 5-month slide. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just hear a whole bunch of... I just moved into this town and everyone's talking about layoffs in their industries, and I'm just like, yeah. I don't know. I don't feel it. I don't feel a rebound. Again, these they don't really check in on the normies too much. I'm surrounded by normies, so that's literally, guys. I live in the most normie place ever. JP Morgan unveils its 2025 summer reading list. Okay, this is it. There's pretty much no breaking news today in the TradFi space until NVIDIA comes out with their earnings. All right, let's take a look at crypto bubbles on the top 100. Everything seems to be consolidating into the downward trend. Probably going to be an explosive, intraday trading time. I would love to see what's going to be around 12 o'clock. Probably going to see a push to the upside, especially if things keep consolidating downward. It's just been a really slow start this morning. With Toncoin up 13%. Why? Why? I don't understand it. Yeah, so we got Toncoin up 13%. I wonder if they flipped anything in the top 20. Let's see. Because they did fall down for a while. Where is CoinMarketCap? There we go. Toncoin. Nah, still didn't flip back up. I remember when they were just right behind Tron. That was they were in the top 10, top 12. Then they fell back down. But it looks like they flipped Sheeb. That's saying something, I guess. Oh, jeez. Oh, boy. What else we got? That might be all I got, guys. It's a really slow start today. Everyone's talking about Macy's now and Bloomberg over there. I don't think we want to hear about Macy's. I cannot believe anyone's buying anything right now, to be honest. I'm not buying anything, and, we've got lots of money in crypto. I'm just sitting on my hands. All right. Let's see what else you guys are talking about in the chat real quick. Still waiting to see if we dump after Bitcoin Vegas. 100% Jim, 100% with you there. It'll be the first time we have dumped on a post-halving year from what I've seen, at least in my experience. I remember in 2021 we rallied on the Bitcoin conference, but all the other years we have dumped it. Even with the biggest one being last year, in my opinion, historically, with a U.S. president or candidates, right? RFK was at the last two conferences. He was at the last one they had in Miami, and he was in last year's in Nashville. And I was so excited to see him there because it was revolutionary. He was literally building a revolution around Bitcoin and the political campaign. And yeah, Trump ran off that as well and won last year. So that was huge. But we still saw Bitcoin dump last year. So I've never seen it pump on an off year, but on an on year, I've never seen it dump. And that's just been my experience. So I'm still expecting a little bit of a rally on Thursday. But because it is on a Thursday, we're going to roll that into Friday. And Friday volatility is kind of lower, because the liquidity is just not there. Everyone's ready for the weekend, taking profits, getting out. So yeah, I kind of feel like we're set up for failure, but we could still have the post-halving year pump. So I'm kind of divided right now. I would say if it was earlier in the week, like say we didn't have Memorial Day on Monday and it started Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'd say, boom, we're going to get a pump. But I don't know. Since it's on Thursday, I'm a little hesitant to say it's going to pump. All right, so that's my idea. Jim Deringer says the charts would line up with some dumpy movement post-conference. I'm right there with you. Good morning, Crypto Otaku and Crypto Crew. How's it going? The Chaos Crew is in session. You DCA'd this morning. Good for you, Beebs. I wonder, what did you DCA into? That's what I want to know right now. Taking a look at the charts. Let's see what else we got going on. Let's look at Crypto Bubbles real quick. Top 100 assets right now down on the day. What would I be DCing into? Render's been getting railed hard. I forget someone pushed this out last night. Definitely made a point to mention Render. We looked into it. I think it was Mad Adam, maybe? Oh, I forget who said it. But yeah, I looked into it. He was saying that there was a bit of a delisting around Render. It was because they're getting rid of the older coins, like the version 1s and that sort of thing. So I don't think that Render itself is going to get delisted from Coinbase. But again, they're getting probably railed by this news right now. It's still circulating. Again, I just want to reiterate that, cross-check that I am correct on this. Because I read 2 headlines and I was like, this headline says they're getting delisted, flat delisted, and the other headlines say older coins or older versions of these tokens are getting delisted on Coinbase. So let's just read an article real quick and get the skinny. Coinbase delisting, but it is down a significant amount. Suspending trading for Spark tokens beginning in June. Tokens are Render, Ribbon Finance, Helium Mobile, which is weird. Helium too, and Synapse. Wow, Synapse too. We were talking about Synapse a few weeks ago. That looked like a solid project. All right, so let's read one of these. You today. Tokens are scheduled delisted. Is there any new actual? When was this? This was yesterday. I want some more details. Give me some details. Token delistings and migrations. Delistings happen when the tokens are suspended from trading on our platform, often due to project changes, failure to meet our new standards or review standards. This one just says suspending. Suspending for 4 cryptocurrencies: Render, Ribbon Finance, Helium Mobile. I'm still bullish on Render. I don't even hold it anymore. Again, it was like one of the first tokens that NVIDIA partnered up with. And I still think that project has got a lot of potential in the future. Let's see, delistings is linked to availability of the updated versions. This is what I keep going into. Updated versions of the affected tokens. As blockchain projects evolve, they may shift to new networks or issue upgraded tokens. In such case, I remember being screwed over by the Gala update when I went to V2 back in 21, 22, I think it was 22, I don't remember. And then you had a certain time frame to transfer your tokens over. I got most of them out, but then I still had some dust laying over, and they had they stopped support altogether with the Gala 1 token. You had it in a wallet, it was hard to transfer. I think I might have lost maybe $50 or $100. It wasn't that much back then, but still. What do we got? It emphasizes that users will be able to withdraw their tokens even after trading is suspended. Investors holding Render, RBN, Ribbon, Mobile, Synapse should stay informed and monitor Coinbase's blog, social media, and support pages. Again, Coinbase has screwed over people before with this. I would say if you're investing in this project and you're still bullish, just get them off Coinbase. Throw them in a hardware wallet. The project will definitely, they'll have their instructions as what to do to get those coins, the older coins, upgraded if they are, of course, migrating to a new chain or something. So yeah, do your research if you are still holding these, especially on Coinbase. Well, yeah, I'm still bullish on at least 2 of these, and I don't even hold them. Okay, staying updated on exchange policies are crucial for crypto investing, guys. Again, do your due diligence. Very important. Not your keys, not your cheese, not that sort of thing. Keep, of course, cold storage. Everything you're holding long term in cold storage for sure. And I'll try to keep an average about 10% or less on exchanges that you intend to sell, and not forever on exchanges. Okay, because stuff like that could happen, as well as just exchanges that you're playing on are going to just go down one day. and they're going to come back, and then you're going to get screwed over like FTX. All right, moving on. You don't want to put yourself in that position. Let's see what else we can dig up before we head out. We got about 15 minutes left. Let's take a look and see what NVIDIA is around, talking about. NVIDIA probably on Bloomberg again.
Data changes, real-time data sort of signals. And from the market signaling effect anyway, it has gotten better from a technical perspective, but there's no net improvement in the stability of the data nor the trend of the data yet. Will we get there? Possibly. I think there's also an excessive attribution to fundamentals being driven by Trump that is frustrating for the investor community, because while we're all sitting here reading the headlines, right, there was a world that was pre-trade that was giving us some signals of deteriorating economic growth even prior to the trade announcements, and those signals have not improved after this whipsaw of trade. I think that the other thing to consider is what you're suggesting is what is increasingly priced in.
Yep.
What you're suggesting is we're going to keep backpedaling. That's what the market is pricing now. And we'll probably continue to price that until proven otherwise.
Till we get more.
Yeah.
I saw a trailing, bit of breaking news there. It says that DeepSeek again. It says it updates AI model that stunned the world, the tech world. Remember that? Back in February, I think it was February, with low-cost AI developments. Yeah. So I wonder what's going on with DeepSeek right now. Let's take a look at that. Because, that definitely affected crypto. When that thing, oh man, that thing came out. That was insane. Update. Let's take a look. DeepSeek has recently undergone significant updates, particularly with the release of DeepSeek v3 0324, which demonstrates notable improvements of various areas. Here's a breakdown of the key advancements: enhanced reasoning, improved coding capabilities, smarter tool usage, advanced Chinese writing proficiency, which is very difficult for their Romanji over there. Other improvements: multi-turn interactive rewriting, improved performance in multi-turn interactive writing tasks, translation quality, and function calling, increasing accuracy, reliability in function calling, addressing issues from previous versions. DeepSeek's overall aim is to achieve artificial general intelligence AGI, and these demonstrate a significant process in that direction. The advancements in reasoning capabilities are particularly noteworthy as they represent a crucial step towards more human-like intelligence. Still, there's a lot of debate whether or not they are doing this low cost as they claim to be. But hopefully that's all been cleared up by now. Because it sounded like there was a huge debate on that when it first rolled out. Let's get back in the chat. I'm so far behind the chat. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just trying to keep up with all the news. Beep says, oh wow, I'm missing stuff too. Ilono Muscabar says, Jim Deringer. You know what? I was actually driving today and I saw, I think it was a Nebraskan plate. I'm going to see if I can find it. I took a picture of it. I wonder if I can share it. I might be able to. I saw a Tesla with an Elon Musk plate. It said E. Musk on it. I guess I can't find it. But yeah, trust me, bro. And I was like, that better be Elon Musk, or that's just a tool. Ilono Muscabar. Okay, Otaku, can you see a surprise Fed rate cut in June? Or no way? Probably not, Meebs. No, I'm not calling for it. Especially with them so terrified on the tariffs right now. I think they're going to hold. I think they're going to hold steady. I'll talk, especially with Japan too. I mean, oh my God, and the treasury yields. Oh, everything's a mess, man. Everything's a mess. I don't think they're going to do anything. And I'm still tempted to say that they might not even do anything by July if we don't see something break. The Fed wants to see something break. That's what they're waiting for. That's what they want. I know it's stupid. I know it's stupid, but they're gonna wait. They're gonna wait. Okay, so Mike P, how's it going, Mike P? Otaku, what state did you move to? I moved to Illinois. I moved about 2 hours south of the great city of Chicago. Yeah, where all the normal people live. You're not gonna believe me, guys. You're not gonna believe me, but there is. There's a city. There's a little city called Normal, Illinois. Not screwing with you. All the freaking normies live here. Damn it. All right. So yeah, Normal, Illinois. Anyway, moving on. What else we got here? Never stop buying. Can't stop, won't stop. Says Ryan Miller. I do $25 daily for 4 years now in the Bitcoin. Yes. Freaking let's go. Ryan Miller knowing how to DCA. Let's go.
I'd buy that for $1.
He's learned the hard way. Yes, he has. Jim Derringer says people keep licking their lips for a rate cut, but the bond markets are screaming rate hike. It really is, Jim. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense right now, even for the Fed. They're gonna wait for the entire markets to crash. Or consumer sentiment to break. The U.S. 30-year and the Japanese 20-year are highly concerning. Exactly what I'm talking about, Jim. Calling it like you see it, 100%. Jim Derringer says, smart Ryan, daily investments are strong. Yes, Ryan. Jim Derringer says, also, average must be nice. The average must be nice. Yeah. I mean, for 4 years, $25 a day. Yeah. Average is amazing. I'm sure you're doing. I mean, we can take a look. Look at this DCA. If you guys ever looked into DCA calculators, I'm gonna blow your mind if you haven't. Especially if you ever looked at the S&P versus Bitcoin versus gold versus Treasury yields. It's insane. Dollar cost averaging calculator. I'm not sure if this one has Bitcoin. I'm just clicking on a random one. Let's just get into a specific Bitcoin one. Usually they have versus everything on it anyway. At least the good ones do. All right, DCA calculator. There it is. 4 years daily. $25. Easy peasy. $25. And then you should bring out a chart. Daily period. Submit. Boom. There we go, guys. So you started with an initial investment of $25 back in 2021. This is where you were. And then what are we going against here? Your initial return is 196%. Your current return, 196%. Total investment is $36,555. Current value sitting at 108,000. Currently holding 1 Bitcoin. See how that works? Man, $25 a day just got you a whole Bitcoin. It only took a year. Now you're gonna have to, probably double that. Probably about $50 a day, maybe $100 a day. We're getting harder, guys. The exponential of Bitcoin is ridiculous. So congrats on Beebs, Jim. No, Ryan? Ryan said that originally, right? It was Ryan. Yes, it was Ryan. Congrats, Ryan, for being a whole coiner. I'm pretty sure you are right now. Okay, so let's get back here. Jim Derringer says a lot of crypto. Oh no, I'm missing all sorts of you guys. Oh my gosh. Rob's video yesterday. Mike P shouting out to Rip Crypto Futures. Rob, guys, if you're not following Crypto Futures, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know.
What are you, stupid?
I guess. Thank you, Oscar. His link is down below in my description. He's one of my favorite Canadians on Earth. My favorite Canadian on Earth. What am I talking about? I do have some friends in Canada though, so it's hard. But man, freaking Rob is amazing. I love him. Catch him over there. We of course have an amazing community together. We're strong. We're strong in the midst of all the chaos. All right. So Mike P also says that his videos yesterday, it seems to be that he's starting to think that it is a big possibility that not only is this bull run may be extended, it might be bigger than what he was originally thinking. 100% agree with him on that as well as a lot of our investment advisors, not really advisors, analysts, influencers is probably the right term, I guess. Like Raoul Paul, like Mark Yusko, like of course Michael Saylor, and everyone else, expecting now that we're probably going to be pushing into an extended cycle, at least into Q1, Q2 next year, just because how late we started. We started this and the liquidity that's going to be available after they actually do start cutting and we start printing a ridiculous amount of money for these bills. The big beautiful bill, like Elon Musk had just stated, we read a little bit of that article, right, about that interview that's coming out in June 1st. That's going to send the entire the entire debt into a spiral. I mean, they're looking at printing or printing about 11 trillion, I think, total within the next few years in order to do this big, beautiful bill, all the tax cuts, and then, they're going to start buying Bitcoin. I mean, there's just a lot of buying, a lot of money printing coming in the future. And I think it's going to all end up, not all of it, but a large amount of liquidity is going to end up in the markets, pushing us into at least Q1 of next year. That's just what I've seen. The overall sentiment is pointing that direction. Okay, so yeah. Beebs also says I added to Forta and Honey. Ooh, nice. That's what you're DCAing into. Gotcha, Beebs. Jim Daringer says a lot of crypto people have been getting blindsided by the stock-like movement of the large cap since ETF's approval in 2023. I don't suspect 2024. Yes, 2024. I don't suspect that we'll see a massive spike like cycles prior. Jim Daringer says also that Wall Street is now becoming more visible in a market that was previously dominated by miners. Yeah. It really is. I love all the alpha that you bring to the stream, Jim. Please, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Please don't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Ryan Miller says, just strong. We're going strong. Yes. And he salutes me with that one Bitcoin salute. Yeah. I'm so happy to be among Holdcoiners as well, too. It's an amazing feeling, guys. It's amazing. Dollar cost Avengers. I love that. Dollar cost average. Dollar cost Avengers. Assemble. Yeah, 100%. That's how you make money in this market. And without losing a ton of money if you bet on the winners. Yeah, OG Boban for sure. Mike P says, I would say that you need to come down here to Florida. Ooh, I want to go back so bad. There's so much bullish news and policies coming out of Florida. I mean, they're talking about, of course, creating their own Bitcoin strategic reserve, but then cutting taxes in Florida altogether. I want to be there. I used to live down there, man, like 15 years ago before I moved to New York. Then I moved to Illinois. So I'm going to one big city surrounded, a state, whatever, big state surrounded by a big city to another. But I'd love to go back down to Florida. I still got friends down there. So yeah, for sure. But once they make our millions, we're doing what they're doing and moving out to the country somewhere cheap and great where we can live like kings. Yeah, I'd love to just have a tiny place in Florida and then just call that my home, my hideout. Right now it's in Illinois. My secret hideout's in Illinois, but I'd love for my hideout to be in Florida and then actually live most of my days over cheaply in Thailand. That's what I'm looking at doing. Possibly, hopefully, next year. Maybe the end of next year. I mean, if this cycle keeps going, man, I don't know if I'm ever going to leave the hideout. Ryan Miller says, thanks. Guys, we're getting close to the no sleep zone. Yes, of course, man. Congrats. Amazing coins for you. Okay, I'm up and here. My Chaos crew. How's it going? Chaos! How's it going? Exactly. Over the top shot says subbed yesterday, Otaku. What is up? Thank you for your sub. Thank you for your love and support, guys. I absolutely appreciate it. We're growing. And shout out to Ramona too, as she's been just amazing with all the support for the entire community, not just mine, but everyone in crypto. What else we got here? Ryan Miller, I'm moving out to the States as well. Ha ha ha. We all have the same plan. All I need is the laptop, a smartphone, and I'm golden. That's right, guys. That's right. I actually just got a laptop yesterday. Look at this. Isn't she beautiful? Yeah, I'm excited. Got a 16-inch laptop for some travel and small form factor. Yeah, we gotta keep it going, guys. We gotta throw everything in a backpack and just get out of here. Okay, so waiting to see if more brokerages allow crypto into the respective both our IRAs and traditional IRAs. 100%, Jim. As we're still waiting to hear from the big one. Bank of America is like the only big one that really hasn't talked about what their offering's gonna be for Bitcoin. But they've been talking about Bitcoin for years. I have a Bank of America. Pretty sure I have a Bank of America prediction. I've got a JP Morgan one there. JP Morgan was predicting 120K Bitcoin at last year. That's what they were predicting. Predictions were for this year, I believe. Citibank, $318,000 Bitcoin this year. Arthur Hayes, $1 million Bitcoin by 2026. ARK predicts 2.3 million by 2030. I think that's even higher now. And then that, yeah, I guess I don't have a Bank of America one. I thought I did. I can zoom out a little further to see what other ones I've got. I know I had one big one that was like a billion. Fidelity. Fidelity predicts $1 billion Bitcoin by 2038. Oh, what a time to be alive. Hopefully we'll all be retired way before that. But that's insane if that's true. Again, they're probably predicting that on the collapse of, you know, some major currencies like the dollar. Anyway, so that's the general idea. We could take a look. I definitely have read articles about Bank of America and their predictions. Bitcoin predictions. It's a while since we've seen them in the headlines, though. At least almost a year. Bank of America itself hasn't issued a Bitcoin price prediction, but Brian Moynihan has commented on the potential cryptocurrency adoption with the banking system. For example, wealth advisor Christopher Mahan predicted Bitcoin could reach 130,000 by 2025. I'm assuming he is an analyst with Bank of America. So yeah, so they haven't really actually done a. Brian Moynihan, so CEO of Bank of America, see the regulation might lead to crypto mainstream adoption. Bank of America's Brian Moynihan says that cryptocurrencies could be adopted in the mainstream, and with wealth advisor Christopher McMahon adding to such signals may push to 130,000 by in 2025. So I mean, that's kind of a loose prediction by someone inside Bank of America, but yeah, not officially. Okay, so not officially. No, that was back in January of this year too, so a long time ago. That was what, 5-6 months ago. All right, still trying to get through the chat, guys. You guys have so much stuff going on. Amazing Coins for You says, okay, I'm up at the Chaos Crew. Sub, yes, yeah, I think. Okay, yeah, so I'm moving out of the States as well, and the same plan. All of them use a laptop. And yeah, no kids, no wife. That's what I skipped that part. No kids and no wife. Let's go. Yes, Ryan, let's go. That's the way to do it, man. That's the way to do it. Jake the Snake says, good morning, Otaku. Never forget the creed. Oh, I know what you're talking about. That's right. I need to shill harder, says Jake the Snake. That's right, shill harder. I need to get some more subs, guys. No more likes. We don't have... How many likes we got right now? How many likes we got right now? Yes, I need to shill harder. Please like, subscribe, do all the things down below in the chat. I would appreciate you guys sending some love my way, and of course supporting the channel. Yeah, living in Tampa Bay, says Beebs. Oh, nice, man, nice. Tampa Bay is nice. I do like Busch Gardens, Tampa Bay, Busch Gardens. They also have a lot of conventions there as well. I've gone to a lot of anime conventions in Tampa. For sure, for sure. Jake the Snakes, yes. Jim Deringer says, waiting to see if more brokerages allow crypto respective to both IRAs and traditional IRAs. I already read that one, but 100% agree with you. Koh Tao is the place in Thailand you want to be at. Interesting, interesting. I think it's Somali or I forget the one I was looking at. Chiang Mai? I think it was Chiang Mai. Chiang Mai. Thailand. Oh, guys. Yeah, you don't know. Chiang Mai. So pretty, so pretty, so cheap. Chiang Mai. Why is Chiang Mai so famous? Fame stems from the rich cultural heritage, stunning natural beauty, and affordable cost of living. There you go. There you go. I can get some pictures of Chiang Mai. That's where I want to go. That's where I'm looking at. My God, it looks like something out of Elder Scrolls. It looks like Elsewhere or something. Like the Khajiit place. Yeah, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Look at these rolling hills. Oh my God. I would just love to roll down them. Oh God. Anyway, so that's what I'm looking at. I do really appreciate, of course, East Asian culture. So definitely looking at seeing what they have over there for me in living arrangements. Let's see. Jim Deringer also says, I'm chomping at the bit. Add Link, ETH, and Bitcoin to my Roth. Yeah, Yeah. Why not? You're not touching it now anyway, right? So why not do that tax-free? Jake the Snake says, yes, sir, but you won't even have to do a Roth if we do finally get crypto tax-free in America. That would be amazing. Also, Roberto sent you some subs yesterday from his stream. Yes, Jake the Snake. My God. Yeah, he really did push the Chaos crew over there. It was insane. Yeah, how much love and support I got from Rob last night. I absolutely love it. Thank you so much, Rob. You're the man, my man. You're the man. As I sit in the dark in this quiet studio I'm building, yeah, I definitely appreciate the love and support. Today, my goal is to actually take this entire setup, put it on that wall, and then put up all the soundproof materials on this wall. Get at least that started today. It's a long project, guys. It's a very long project. This stuff is heavy AF. Heavy AF. I mean, we're talking. I can only lift. I'm doing it all myself. I can only lift like 2 by 4 feet panels at a time, and even that I have a hard time getting it on the wall, putting a screw in it to hold it, and then stapling it on the wall. I'm doing this in an apartment too. It's absurd. Secret hideout, guys, gets better and better every single day. Can't wait to show you guys my setup at some point when I get the whole place cleaned up. All right. Also, yeah. And then OG Boban says Kotao. Let's take a look at Kotao. I want to see what you guys are talking about Kotao, because I'm just obsessed right now with Thailand. It's like my #1 pick. Oh my God. Look at those beaches. Oh yeah. It's a gorgeous, man. It's gorgeous. Although at Thailand, it does get very hot. Does get very hot. Maybe a little too hot for my liking, but man, it's paradise. Absolutely paradise, with the low cost of living, and very friendly to average English-speaking people. That's tourists and stuff like that. I mean, there's places you don't want to go in Thailand, but you know what? I think it's very welcoming from what I've heard. Alrighty, so guys, super excited for the future. Maybe we all meet up in Thailand next year. How about that? The end of next year.
We had a really disappointing.
I just clicked on something. What was that? Oh, I heard Cynthia Lummis. I don't know where. Man, all the way over here. Jeez, crazy. Underneath all this, there's some stuff I didn't get to show you guys either on the real news. I forgot about this. So yeah, this is what happened this morning. The Bitcoin effect. So before the market tanked a little bit, we had GameStop going up to 37 and 2 cents. Look at this ridiculous candle to the upside. I don't know if this is legit. It looks like a meme. Looks like the green candle's coming out of the floor and through your desk, right? We can take a look at that real quick. GameStop stock GME. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, it came down now. Yeah, it did have that. Look at that. A big old morning wood action out of GameStop this morning. Crazy. Going back to the previous 5, we haven't seen prices this high in, since 2022. It's going, guys. It's just getting this started. Let's freaking go. Jesus. All right. So yeah, GME. What else do I got to show you guys? Of course, they announced they bought 4,700 Bitcoin. That's why they had that up there. And I could not stop sharing this. I just kept seeing it. Boom, boom, bam. This is like 7 o'clock in the morning. Bloomberg just said Bitcoin is now outperforming all of the old school assets. What a time.
Crypto, first though, let's take a look at how Bitcoin is outperforming those old school assets. So last week, stocks, bonds, and credit posted the worst synchronized sell-off since March. But check out what Bitcoin did. It posted its 6th gain in just 7 weeks. Remember, the Treasury market rebelled against President Trump's tax bill. Crypto rallied. Interestingly enough, it was also at the same time that crypto deepened its institutional street cred as policymakers in D.C. normalized stablecoin Shinali for mainstream use. Crypto first, though, let's take a look at how
Crazy. Yeah, so that was said on Bloomberg early this morning. Yeah, and here's the official from GameStop announcing their purchase, and that was it. They didn't say. it said today announced that it purchased. It didn't say that it actually purchased it today. So I'm hoping that they're just starting to share some of their purchases. Maybe they had more than this. Just to see, just try to trickle it in and get the investors like used to a Bitcoin buy-in. Again, potentially could be purchasing up to, what was it, $3 or $4 billion worth of Bitcoin. That's their plan. And then George, guys. You guys remember George? George, we're George. You're all George. I'm George, you're George, I'm George. Whatever. This is his tagline thing. Guys, if you're OG in the space, you definitely know this guy here. Yeah, so apparently he was inviting Peter Schiff to debate him on his channel, and he accepted. So I don't know how much George can bring to the table. I feel like he's kind of losing it these days. I don't know if you guys have seen him recently, but I don't know. It just kind of feels like he's out of it. I don't know. Maybe something going on in his life. Hopefully he's doing okay. Definitely watched him back in the day, for sure. Back in the early days. Commentary. Donald J. Trump posted this morning, too. I told Canada, which very much wants to be part of the fabulous Golden Dome system, that it will cost $61 billion if they remain a separate but unequal nation. But it will cost $0 if they become our cherished 51st state. They are considering the offer. They're very divided on this, man. I know Rob and I talking back and forth about this, and just like, yeah, 50% of Canada, they want to be involved in the United States in a bigger way, and 50% don't. So it is very, very, very much up for the debate. But honestly, I don't know. I think the takeovers are kind of over. We haven't seen anything really big. At least with the larger countries in a long time. I mean, Taiwan, how long has Taiwan been a threat to China, China been a threat to Taiwan of a takeover? That's never happened still. I mean, I don't know. Oh, we'll just have to wait and see, shall we? Justin, Jack Mahler says he has 2 big announcements to unveil at Bitcoin 2025. I'm super excited for this. I love Jackie Boy. I still remember the first time he came out, and he blew me away. I think it was like 2021 or 2022. He came out with the Lightning Network announcement with Strike, his company. And yeah, his attitude and everything, he was different back then. Definitely wearing the hoodies. Right, he still wears the hoodies, but definitely pushing it, like pushing the culture and everything else. He's like, just F this, F that. Of course, just rolling off the tongue, just telling it like it is, not held back. Now he wears some suits. Jackie has definitely come a long way, but super excited to see what he has to unveil this week, today possibly. I would say today. What else we got besides Jackie? We got BlackRock saying that Bitcoin will outperform gold. That has become more of an upside.
A similar investment thesis and worldview, right? They both are global, scarce, decentralized, fixed supply assets, right? They're both detached from those, traditional country and systemic risks, and that's why investors are drawn to them. And gold today is much less volatile and has a much longer history. But Bitcoin is digitally native in an increasingly digital world, is efficient to store, can be transferred anywhere in the world in near real time at near zero cost. So it has some significant advantages too. I think there's no question Bitcoin has much higher upside than gold and lower downside, right? And so there's different flavors of it that investors have, and many investors are going to own both. We see lots of investors adding to both. We see some switching from in many.
All right, BlackRock advisor, of course, very bullish on Bitcoin. It's time to start paying attention to GameStop. This was just last night.
Smithy, over to you. You're looking at different companies that are holding Bitcoin on the balance sheet. What other companies should we be paying attention to right now?
Well, I think the obvious name might be GameStop.
And it's so funny, too, because I remember watching this last night in bed, and and this morning we wake up, and there it is. Finally. It took months, but it was finally there. Ohio governor candidate Vivek Ramaswamy just announced to include Bitcoin education in public schools. This is huge. We don't talk about finances at all. We want people to remain poor and subdued.
To not be spiteful towards the successful by being successful instead. One of the things I will do is I will lead Ohio to be the first and top state in the country to integrate financial literacy into our public education that includes the power of compounding, including education about Bitcoin as an asset class that every young person ought to be aware of as they make those financial decisions.
That is awesome. You guys not familiar with Vivek Ramaswamy, he ran for U.S. president in 2025. He lost to Trump, joined his cabinet, and then opted out to become the governor of Ohio. I love this man. I really was pushing for him. He was my Republican pick, although I really wanted RFK to win as an independent. It did not happen. But yeah, we got Trump anyway, and it's all working out. Either way, it's working out. Okay, Crypto Otaku, Milk Money shared this with me last night. I love this. Aping, guys, hodl on. I can't play the video, but I can show you. I can't play the sound. But you've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Hodl on. You guys know the song. Yeah, that's right. We're going to all ape in this year. It's going to be great. I can feel it pumping in the air tonight. Hodl on. Thanks for sharing this one, Milk Money. I love you, man. I love you. All right. Michael Seller says Bitcoin is going to $100 trillion market cap. Redonkulous, man. Redonkulous. He just keeps blowing everyone away. All right, y'all, Milk Money, you feel it. You feel it. I see you. I see you in the chat. All right, speaking of the chat, let me catch up. You guys blowing this up. Thailand, I'm in. Oh my God, I'm so far behind. I did my dive master there in Koh Tao, says OG Boban. I mean, it's beautiful, man, beautiful. $80 a month for a bungalow. What? That's insane. I was looking at $300 a month for a little high-rise apartment. Nothing spectacular, but yeah, Thailand all in, says a guy. Definitely could be your home away from home. That's what I'm looking at. Jim Derringer says, we talk about the oversaturation of coins, but we're going to get an oversaturation of Bitcoin reserves at this rate. We already do. We already do. I mean, not only in just Bitcoin reserves, we also have an oversaturation of Bitcoin ETFs. I show you guys this every single night, right? The Bitcoin ETFs by Bitcoin Treasuries, but we never dive into the sheer amount of them. I always just talk about the top four, which is, of course, Fidelity, BlackRock, Grayscale, and ARK Shares Invest. But there are a shit ton of them. Here they are. Boom. iShares, BlackRock, Fidelity, Grayscale, ARK Shares Invest. Grayscale, the mini trust, right? The newer one that has better interest, or fees than the old one. We've got Bitwise Bitcoin ETF. That's Bitwise there. We got Canada, Purpose, Bitcoin ETF, JE, I don't know what JE is. CoinShares Physical Bitcoin ETP, definitely over there in Europe somewhere. Is that Jerusalem? I don't know what JE is. VanEck Bitcoin Trust in US. VanEck being another huge company, huge name in finance, but only has 14,000 Bitcoin. CoinShares, another Bitwise one, 21 shares Bitcoin ETP, Wisdom Tree. I mean, you guys can see it. Boom, bam, bing. There's so many of them. Oversaturation, 100%. Jim, agree with you there on everything. Everything. Bitcoin treasuries, Bitcoin companies, holdings, investing in ETFs, ETP products. It's all going to, of course, gobble up all the remaining Bitcoin. And yesterday we showed you the new low is 2.14 million, probably even lower now that I'm talking about it. My favorite metric to share with you guys every single day. That's how many Bitcoin are on exchanges right now. And we got a little bit of an uptick today, going back to 2.18. We'll see if this rolls back on over too. Looks like, of course, more. This might be BlackRock. BlackRock. Wow. GameStop settling their investment with Coinbase again, throwing it on exchanges. Just because it's on exchanges does not mean that's available for you to buy. Make that very, very clear every night. There can only be 2 million on exchanges, right? But that also means that you got to fight all those people or convince them to sell that stuff that's sitting on exchanges if they're just holding it. All right. Getting back into the chat. Yeah. Oh my God, guys. I can't keep up with all this. I was supposed to go 20 minutes ago. Wow, we're in overtime now. Let's go. Let's freaking go. All right, A Guy says might go to Spain for the hell of it in July round trip. Says A Guy. Round trip tickets are super cheap right now for lax of Barcelona, and then jump over to Ibiza. Yes, Ibiza. Jim Daringer says GameStop used nearly all of its FCF to purchase Bitcoin. They can only do small purchases now unless they started offering debt like the other reserve companies. Yes, I think that's the plan, isn't it? Isn't that the plan, that they're going to do offerings and then just keep rolling that into the Bitcoin treasury strategy? Ibiza is nice, especially if you love clubbing. Ooh, OG. Not a club person at all, says A Guy. Then I can recommend Greece and Rhodos or Sakanos. I can't even pronounce that. We like clear, warm water, says A Guy. Italy was amazing. Did Portugal. OG Boban. Greece is my favorite of all of them, but Thailand is my top favorite. Ooh, yes. OG says I had a bar in Rhodos, Greece. E-dubs, how's it going, E-dubs? Yes, the Fred Krueger look-alike, sound-alike. Yes, Strawberry Dragons with the super chat. Thank you. I hope to get 1 Bitcoin after the cycle. I hope you do too. 100%. Yes, for sure, Strawberry. Thank you. Thank you for your love and support. Where are we? OG Boban says there is a lot of islands. Yes, or is there a lot of islands? What? Milk Benedict says feel it. Yes, he feels it in the air tonight. Yes. OG Boban says, but if you want to do something new, come to Sweden during the midsummer. You are lagging, deluxe. Otaku. Seriously, I'm behind, guys. I'm trying to catch up. Ryan Miller says, I went to Thailand for 2 weeks. Loved it. I'll be joining the movement out there. Sign me up. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let's go to Thailand, guys. Yeah.
I'd buy that for $1.
You could. You'd probably buy a whole freaking meal for 2 or 3. Yeah. Are you thinking we'll have a sell in July walkaway part of the cycle? I don't think so. I don't think we're going to have a sell in July walkaway. I think we're going to be trying to just trickle on up in June, probably get a big breakout into June, July. Crypto summer into crypto summer on the year of crypto summer. It's going to be crazy. Yes. And yeah, also OGB BAM's not selling XCN $26. What? Then maybe? What? XCN to $26? That's insanity, man. That's crazy. I hope we get to 26 bucks. We got to get to 26 cents first. Greece is the greatest country to ever exist. Shout out to Zayatiz? I don't know. The Banana Republic 2039. How's it going, Banana? How's it going? Ilair, Makalkala. You guys are talking about so many places I didn't even heard of before. What kind of Temu internet does Otaku have? Oh, you're talking about the delay. Oh, I might have to mess with my settings. I should have some pretty good internet, but the upload is kind of lacking. Ryan Miller says, I'm saying a bullish summer this time, and I'm also thinking Bitcoin breaks the 4-year cycle to the upside, remains bullish till 2029, and then the big crash. When we get to $1 million, Bitcoin is rumored to be around 28, 29. So that could actually happen where we hit $1 million and crash super hard. Can you imagine going to $1 million and then getting all the way back down to 250,000 again? That'd be crazy dumps like the old days. I don't know if I see it anymore, but maybe like $1 million, run up to $1 million, and then fall down to like 900K, 850, something like that. We're definitely going to have lower, lower sell-offs than we did in the past. All right, guys, we are getting into 11 o'clock. Yes, who knows, says Ryan. 100%. Who knows? We're getting into 11 p.m. Or 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, of course. 10 Central. Hopefully you guys are having a good day at work today. Hopefully I was able to make some of that day a little better. And of course, a little more chaos. But yeah, I will catch you guys tonight. I got to get some stuff done. I got to go to the post office. I got my rental now so I can zoom around. And then I got to get some of the studio put up. And we're going to be streaming from this side of the room to that side of the room tonight. Let's see how that goes. All right. So wish me luck, guys. I wish you guys luck as well. Bitcoin currently sitting at 107.6. We're having a little bit of a pullback today, which is fine. We can come back down and retest much lower levels. I'm looking at, of course, just trying to keep this going with a little bit of a higher low. I mean, we could double bottom here. We could actually totally double bottom right here. Look at that. We're right on top of it. Right. Oh, I can't leave right now, guys. We're at the make or break. I was trying to leave, but look, I can't leave. We're at make or break territory right now with a double bottom on Bitcoin. Usually, if we have bullish sentiment, we just push this to the upside and just crank it back up. Wreck all the people shorting Bitcoin right now and move on like nothing happened. I love it. I love it. Yes, I try. All right, let me see what you guys are doing back in the chat. I really can't leave right now. I am divided. Unless we break down further, I'm not leaving. Or we go, just recover back up to where we were. We can literally just shoot back up to 109 like nothing ever happened within the next 15, 20 minutes. Yes, Wall Street driving the bus now, says Jim Daringer. I see it. We're just all waiting for the NVIDIA earnings today. Everything's just being driven by Wall Street. 100% agree with you there, Jim. Bring in the alpha like I do every single day. I love it. I'd love to have you on the channel too, man. I'm trying to get maybe some advisors or some sort of other influencers involved. I'd love to get an informant of some kind to bring on. Some sort of chaotic one. That would be perfect. It's hard to find that particular thing, though. Ryan Miller says, yes, who knows? Jim Darius also says crazy dumps are unlikely now. Bitcoin did a 0.5 stock-like retrace after 109. I 100% agree with that, too. As I just mentioned, we're probably going to run up to 1 million, fall back down to a 900K, and that'll be probably that. And even that is probably too much of a move once we're at 1 million. Who's going to sell after 1 million? Oh my God. I don't know. Okay. Same thing we did with 76K too. Yeah, we didn't touch anything lower than was it 76K? Of course, the previous all-time high was 69K. We still have not returned to it, and we probably never will. That's my bet. My bet is we'll never go back to 69K. No more crashing into rocks. Yes, Danny, you got me. When I first moved here, guys, short story. I just moved here, my secret hideout, and I was in the parking lot at night. First time in the parking lot at night. Not a single freaking light outside except for people's lights in their windows. And yeah, I ran right into a rock, jumped over it, and high centered myself on this freaking rock. And I had to get towed out. I did like $3,000 worth of damage underneath my vehicle, and I'm driving a rental now. God, it's ridiculous. So yeah, no more crashing on rocks. 100% Danny, 100%. No more. Are you stupid? I'm sorry, it was dark outside. I got some pretty dark tint too. Okay, so Jesse and James says, yo, what's up, buddy? Jesse and James in the house. Trading card, yes. Pokemon fan, I know, and I love you, man. I see you over there, Robs. I'm super happy to have you here today, my guy. I've been waiting to see when you're going to jump on over. That's awesome. We definitely have, a united love. I love Pokemon. That's why I still hold Sui on the backs of the Pokemon rumors, right? A trading card game, too, rolled into that. Yeah, I used to play some cards back in the day. Still have all my Charizards from, man, OG, 90s. I love it. Anyway, guys, I'm probably gonna call it. We are. I gotta get some stuff done. I want to stay. I really do. This is Wiccan right now, and it's like, come on, let's go. Like do that. Let's show the stock market how it's done. Do another 2% to rival the stock market. There's my reminder. Yes, I know. I gotta go post office. I gotta sell stuff. I gotta sell stuff. All right, so yeah, looks like we're starting to get that wick. We're starting to stop right here, double bottoming on Bitcoin, hopefully to the upside and not the downside. But if we do, we could retrace back down and retest 106.6. Again, not the end of the world. All your altcoins are now being affected by this, though. So take a look at Jasmine down, same thing, same measure move. Again, the ship that moves all ships. So down to 1016. XCN kind of not really affected by this, not much. Back down these lower ranges, still on a higher low though. Swift coin now doing the same thing. This did definitely. I mean, we were on 104. What Monday? Yeah, 1.4. ZBAC down to 2042. Doesn't really care about what Bitcoin's doing right now. It just wants to stay within here. This is bullish, guys. I was expecting another low. It doesn't want to put in another low. It just wants to keep going. This is so messy, guys. It wants to break out before the weekends. I was waiting for this to hopefully break out the weekends with hopefully some rise in Bitcoin back to at least 110, 112 after all the silly nonsense this week. But it looks like ZBAC doesn't care. It just wants to go now. So let it go now. I guess we're gonna break out this early. We can still come back all the way up here, retest like I had drawn as well. But that's the general idea. I think nothing has really changed until we break through here and invalidate this, this pendant. Then yeah, that's pretty much where we're stuck at for at least the end of the week. Miria, we're looking at 2 zeros, 1, 2 on Miria. Still doesn't care either. What's going on with Miria? Do we have any news on Miria? Was it Danny? Was it Danny? I think Danny was telling me about MetaRush last night. Did you ever send that to me? I know we were talking a little bit last night, Danny, but yeah, I don't know if it was. No, it wasn't you. Someone. Was it Matt Adam? I so many people. It's hard to keep track of everyone. But yeah, someone was talking about MetaRush and their developers. Yeah, I really wanted to get into that too and see what's going on with Miria right now. But anyway, I'll have to take a look at that later. This Friday, I do want to honor Rob's wishes and see if we can get some nodes going on Jasmine. So remind me if I forget about that too. He was talking about doing that on open mic night. And I was looking into it. I almost had one set up. And then, yeah, it spiraled into a downward, like Jasmine's chart right now. I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to get this node going, and then bam, brick wall. Harder than I thought. Harder than I thought. So remind me if I forget by Friday. We're going to dive into some of that. What else am I forgetting? Catch up with you guys in the chat. I think I didn't read some of this stuff. No more crashing into rocks. Yes. Got those laser eyes checked and calibrated. That's right. Just need to take a little screwdriver in there. Get them all tweaked. Yeah. Synced up. Okay. We're good. Thanks, buddy. Thank you. Yes. DCA loves downturns. Tasty. 100%. And I think, yeah, nope. Hope everyone has a good day. Milk Money, hope you do as well. And yeah, we are chatting about shorting Bitcoin right now. We're it's so silly. I don't know, man. Yeah, we were chatting about shorting Bitcoin last night. Yeah, that's hilarious. It's happening right now. They're about to get wrecked. If we do pump up the upside. We start. It's still early. It's 11. So by noon, I would imagine by noon we're probably going to be chopping back up to the upside, at least back up to 108, 109. All right, guys, I'm gonna call it. I gotta go to the post office, but it does look like Bitcoin is rolling over in the positive direction, right? So it looks like it is doing something like that, overturn, and then probably by noon. Wow, it's gonna happen pretty quick, actually. Something like that to the upside. Crazy stuff coming, hopefully, for Bitcoin by the end of the week. All right, I will catch you guys tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central. And yeah, we're going to do all the same things we do every single night. The same thing we do every night, Pinky. We try to take over the world with crypto assets. All right, I'll see you guys later. Peace. And I got to find where the frick is the button? I hit the wrong one. I gotta get this studio under wraps, man. This is a mess. I will see you guys tonight. Later.
Fly me to the moon. Let me trade among stars. Let me see what freedom's like without money and gold bars. In other words, gold Nike. Oh! In other words, let's make history. Oh! Fill my world with more coins and let me huddle forevermore and more and more and more and more and more. I want more. Hollywood talking is yours.
And for those who didn't leave, Bitcoin's doing the thing that I just said it was going to probably do. So the chaos lives within us. I will see you guys later. I got to go. But it looks like it's coming to the upside. Later.